There is no code that states a light fixture post head mounted 10 feet or lower is exempt from National Electrical Code standards pertaining to wind load ratings. All light fixtures, irrespective of their mounting height, are subject to wind load ratings as specified in the National Electrical Code. The National Electrical Code, often abbreviated as NEC, is a widely adopted standard for the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment in the United States. It is published by the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA. The NEC is updated every 3 years to reflect advancements in technology and safety practices. While the NEC doesn't offer specific wind load ratings, it references other standards like the American Society of Civil Engineers, or SE, and the International Building Code, or IC, which do provide guidelines for wind load calculations and structural design. These external standards are crucial for determining the appropriate wind load ratings for light fixtures based on their location and environmental conditions. When selecting and installing light fixtures, it's essential to consider their wind load ratings to ensure they can withstand the expected wind forces in a particular area. Wind load is the force exerted by the wind on a structure or object. This force depends on several factors including wind speed, the size and shape of the object, and the surrounding terrain. In areas prone to high winds, such as coastal regions or locations with frequent storms, the wind load on light fixtures can be significant. Improperly rated fixtures may be damaged or even detached from their mounting, posing a safety hazard. Therefore, it is imperative to consult local building codes and engineering standards to determine the specific wind load requirements for light fixtures in a given location. For example, the IBC provides detailed maps and tables that specify design wind speeds for different regions. These values are used to calculate the wind pressure on structures, including light fixtures. The SE provides even more detailed guidelines for calculating wind loads, taking into account factors like exposure category, which describes the terrain surrounding the structure and its effect on wind speed. Understanding these standards is crucial for electrical contractors, engineers, and anyone involved in the installation of outdoor lighting. To properly assess wind load requirements, you should firstly determine the design wind speed for the location where the light fixture will be installed. This information can be obtained from local building codes or engineering standards. Secondly, consider the exposure category of the site. Exposure categories range from exposure B, which represents urban and suburban areas with obstructions, to exposure D, which represents open terrain with few or no obstructions. The exposure category affects the wind speed profile and the resulting wind load. Thirdly, calculate the wind pressure on the light fixture using the design wind speed, exposure category, and other relevant factors. This calculation may involve complex formulas and require the assistance of a qualified engineer. Fourthly, select a light fixture with a wind load rating that meets or exceeds the calculated wind pressure. The wind load rating is typically expressed in pounds per square foot or pascals. Fifthly, ensure that the light fixture is properly installed according to the manufacturer's instructions and local building codes. Proper installation is crucial for ensuring that the fixture can withstand the expected wind forces. Ignoring wind load requirements can have serious consequences. Light fixtures that are not properly rated for wind load can fail during high wind events, leading to property damage, injuries, or even fatalities. In addition, failure to comply with wind load requirements can result in code violations and legal liabilities. Therefore, it's essential to take wind load considerations seriously when selecting and installing light fixtures. Remember that the National Electrical Code does not provide specific wind load ratings. Instead, it references other standards like the American Society of Civil Engineers and the International Building Code. These standards provide detailed guidelines for calculating wind loads and selecting appropriate light fixtures. When working with electrical installations, always consult with qualified professionals such as electrical engineers and contractors to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. They can provide guidance on selecting the right light fixtures for your specific location and ensuring that they are properly installed to withstand the expected wind forces. Moreover, regular inspections of outdoor lighting installations are recommended to identify any signs of damage or deterioration that could compromise their structural integrity. Addressing these issues promptly can prevent potential failures and ensure the long-term safety and reliability of the lighting system. In summary, while there is no specific exception in the National Electrical Code for light fixtures mounted 10 feet or lower regarding wind load ratings, it is crucial to adhere to the applicable codes and standards to ensure the safety and reliability of all light fixtures, regardless of their mounting height. Always consult with qualified professionals and follow the manufacturer's instructions for proper installation.